National Football League.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Nicholas Morrow.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
7 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Good job, Kenny Golladay. That's good for a Lions.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to the running game with Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Jonathan Abram. 2 yards on.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Swift again.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position. I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7. Raiders nothing.
On 2nd down, Richard lost it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. the ground as Jacobs to start the drive. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Counter play with Jacobs. His first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now we're in a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Find Galladay, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing again at Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the...
Makes the score line.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard.
And he loses the football the 2nd time, and the Lions have recovered. Here he goes left side. And into the end zone. A scoop and score. The fumble Detroit touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Carr. This one complete to Theo Riddick. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He can't get him down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be second down.
Damon Arnett on
now it's Stafford. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here on this first half. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From midfield, here's Carr. He finds Aguilar. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the gun now on third down, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the his first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Carr now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Deshaun Ham busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 31 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A shotgun snap for Stanford. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead. Well, you take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
On second down, Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using the pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Stafford looks to throw again. Flushed out right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is the National Football. And he loses the football a second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? It's down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 15 yards on the play, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Detroit Lions, first down.
Here's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola there to make the grab. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over?
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Lions.
Prater for the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That's caught by Waller out left side. 16 yards, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short and a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as
and now they're going to fake it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.